Hey guys, my name is Trevor and welcome back to Fishing Outside the Box. We're getting started with our next project here. This is a big project, so this is going to be a crazy video, but I want to touch on a few things before we get started. The first thing is, the way I'm endeavoring to do this channel right now is that you message me through Instagram at Fishing Outside the Box. That's my YouTube channel and Instagram name. And you let me know if there's a lure in your arsenal that you feel like you're missing, or you have an idea that you want to bring to fruition. I don't know, if you have a lure you want me to make, message me and I can do that for you. It could be a crappie jig, it could be a fly, it could be a hard bait. It can't be a soft plastic yet. I would like to get into that soon. And I'd like to get into doing jigs and jig skirts and pouring my own jigs. So anyway, a hard bait or something I can, could be a bucktail, you know. Anyway, message me and we'll kind of shoot the breeze and figure out something cool, innovative, and I will make it for you for free. Through that process, I gain a lot of experience. You get free baits. We grow together and innovate together, and we're bettering ourselves and the sport that we love. So anyway, that's kind of the format I've been doing. You can just message me, let me know the lure that you want, and I'll make it. The other thing I'm going to touch on is my boat. I know you haven't seen my boat for a little bit. I'm working on, has some fuel issues. I'm working on getting that fixed, and then we'll be out on the lake testing my innovations on striper and bass and crappie. So boat's almost ready. Fall bite's hot. I'm sure there's fish biting all over the place. But I got shop fever. I'm stuck in here making stuff until I can get my boat fixed. But anyway, that's that. We'll get into this lure. It's a really highly detailed, jointed bluegill swimmer. And we'll try to put our best foot forward here and make a cool lure. So stay tuned. Should be an awesome episode. You may have seen this a few times in my outros or intros in my studio. But this is a little bluegill bait that I drew up that I think I could use for my personal use. I will have a mold of it by the time I'm done, so if you want one, you can order one, and I can make it a lot quicker than having to carve it all over again. But this is going to be very complicated with the door hinge style hinges, but we'll get started and see what we can do. I scrapped the PVC board because it's going to be borderline not thick enough, I think. And so I'm going to go with 2 pieces of poplar and glue them together, and we should get our thickness. The other cool thing about gluing 2 pieces of wood together is you have a perfect center line the whole time. Okay, I already have my center line, and I'm just going to work out the top profile. Well, I forgot to press record, but I cut that out on the bandsaw. I don't like to do too much with the belt sander. Sometimes it can get out of hand, like even right there. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but we'll see if we can work around it. I like to do most of it by hand. Alright, now I'm going to start shaping, and I'll time lapse this, and hopefully this thing will start taking shape. Okay, I've kind of got it shaped out. Now I've started to draw some lines, and I'm going to drill the eyes here. Let this thing continue to take shape. Alright, I'm to this point. I got both sides carved out and kind of roughed in. I'll probably do some more shaping, and then I'll end up probably spraying a bunch of coats of spray paint on it to kind of round everything out. But I think we're going to start on fins and then move on to making the joints, which is the hard part. But taking shape, starting to like it. I think this is going to be a good fish catcher for the summer. Okay, I got my fins cut out, and now we're gonna get into the laborious section of shaping them all perfectly. So, wish me luck. I have one fin shaped out here, and it's this bottom fin, but since the back of it goes past the line where I'm going to cut my joint, I realize I have to cut my joints first and then fit each fin to the separate pieces. So I'm going to cut these joints. They're just going to be straight cuts, and then I'll shape and add all the door hinge part later. So let's go cut this bait in half. It's so nerve-wracking. Alright, this guy right here is the one that gets the most fins on it, so we'll start fitting them on. This one's gonna go like this on there. Keep on filing it down to where that bends as much as I want it to. And that's right.
The not going to go in there though, right?
Yeah. And then I'll cut it off here and then cut it in two places, and the two short pieces will stay on here and the other piece will stay on the back. Isn't that pretty legit?
It's interesting. I can see it happening.
Prepared to be amazed.
Yeah. I'd love to be in on the couch right now with my feet up.
Praise the Lord. First joint down.
Huh?
Looks fishy already. Whew. This is the look of your workbench after you've done a big project. But anyway, this is the conclusion of part 1, and I will be back to make a mold and pour one up and paint one in the next episode. But this was a fun project. Very highly detailed bait. So anyway, that's the end of part 1. Make sure to tune in for part 2 shortly, where I'll be making a mold and painting one, pouring up one, and possibly filling some orders for anybody that wants one after part 1. So let me know if you want one, maybe, or let me know if there's any other lures I can make for y'all. Hit me in my DMs on Instagram at Fishing Outside the Box. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. Make sure to watch part 2, and we'll see you shortly.